Bienvenidos a Kuña2k, bienvenidos a Metal Solid 2 de nuevo, capítulo 3. Y bueno, tenemos que repetir el proceso, en principio, de volver a quitar esto. Pero vamos, eso tampoco va a durar mucho. Lo único que sí que este capítulo será el último, creo yo, ya en el barco de Snake. Así que bueno, vamos al lío. Llevo varios días sin jugar, así que igual me cuesta un poquito los controles, ya que es un poquito suyo los controles de Metal Solid 2 y encima también rollo juego de Play 2. Vale. Primero este. Vale. Este. Hay que tener precisión de cirujano. Vale, este nos evita poder darle aquí. Este creo nos ayuda a evitar este del medio. Vale. Y nos orientamos un poquito para la derecha para darle a este hijo de puta. Vale, y ahora sí entramos. Esta es una sección muy recto, ¿verdad? En un pasillo. Exacto.
Personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
¿Cómo puedo quitar? Joder, macho. Si cargo la pistola, ya tengo que disparar. ¿En serio? Ahí hay alguien. Ahí hay alguien. Obviamente no se puede entrar. Vale, creo que lo ha archivado en el momento en el que yo estaba mirando para arriba y ha apuntado directo para el centro. Lo que pasa, lo que me extraña es que lo haya podido apuntar desde, yo que sé, 50 metros. 50 metros. Duración. Estamos a full. Es decir, estamos al máximo. Cuidado con ese radiactivo man. Ah, este es el que estaba escuchando música. Pues acabó la música. Y ya de sin novedades. Espérate, me voy a cargar al de sin novedades. Que ese está más tieso también. Vale, voy a ver qué escucha, ¿vale? A ver, los auriculares. Ah, vale, está escuchando Quevedo. muerto. Captáis el mensaje, ¿no? Vale. Dios. Hay polillas. No, polilla, mosquito. Bueno, debe ser las polillas, ¿no? Típicas que van para la luz. No, los mosquitos también. Es increíble, tío. Esta consola que es más vieja que el meao. Tiroteo. ¿Qué tiroteo? No, lo del culo del Ney no es normal, ¿eh? Está más prieto eso que... Joder.
The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Who's there?
Who goes there?
Pew, 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 tum, 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 tum. Uf, el control. Ration, por cierto. Pam, pam, pam. Pam, 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 pam. Vale, con flecha mejor, ¿eh? ¡Hostia, Paco! No. El control es asqueroso, por favor. En primera persona. Bueno, así mejor. Pero... Joder, qué mal, ¿eh? Es que lo que no puede ser que le des un toque al joystick y se vaya eso, vaya. ¿Qué ha pasado?
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Ocelot, vaya, juega para todos los equipos. Lo que me está asustando un poco es el juego.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay.
Sure.
So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech.
Sí, bueno, para que os tiráis aquí el pisto. Básicamente tengo 10 minutos, creo que era, ¿no? De discurso.
At the moment,
Vale,
Every
7.
industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for metal gear.
Las armas no me valen para nada.
Yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own metal gear force to compete
Hay que tener
with
mucho
US
cuidado,
nuclear strike capability.
pero creo que se puede hacer de diferentes formas. ¿Qué hace?
Swarm of these metal gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine
Pasó por abajo, obviamente, porque si pasa por el mitad del proyector.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's.
Coño, lo que le ha costado, tío. Vale, esto creo que puede conectar a la izquierda, ¿vale? Y a la izquierda. Joder, es que el control incluso para gatear.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced.
¿Esto qué parte es, por favor?
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Uf.
Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
Una hija.
It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Y esto por
Metal
aquí
Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex.
y por aquí, ¿no?
Cruise deep underwater. Move in undetected.
Por aquí.
and
Vale, pero ahora hay otro.
its onboard joint tactical information distribution system.
Este es complicado, ¿eh?
Targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower.
Y tenía que cambiar el proyector, qué casualidad.
It is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Aunque nos viene bien este proyector ahora mismo.
The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005.
No sé qué hacer.
The NMD trial conducted in the year 2000
A ver.
was a complete failure. And the success of the 1999 trials is now
Si
considered
giran
fantastic.
para la derecha, estoy muerto, ¿no?
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Down.
Hermano, ¿qué hago aquí?
Left. Down. To move on, there was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China for its potential violation of the anti-ballistic
Ante la duda,
The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning. President Xi is forced to NMD
lo que no me convence es el tiempo, ¿eh?
forget about it. $100 billion program budget that actually arranged for legislative approval. Former President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the NMD concept.
Y hacía falta uno frontal. Necesito llegar, ¿eh? Con 3 minutos ya estaba allí, yo me acuerdo, ¿eh? Hostia, tú. Con 3 minutos estaba yo allí. Estamos a punto de llegar a 2. Y encima he llegado por la parte de abajo. ¿No había una forma de que los soldados, los marines, estén en calzoncillos? Medio. Pero había que había una forma. Lo veo en el tráiler y tal, pero igual había que hacer algo en específico.
The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility.
Que nos quedamos sin tiempo, ¿eh? Es que esto tarda mucho, tío. Esto de gatear.
We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. We will bear that in mind. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to...
No, ¿por qué?
Snake! Snake!
No me puedo creer.
The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against
¿No hay una forma más rápida de subir?
reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology
Joder.
would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity and specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. We will bear that in mind.
Es que tenemos 1 minuto 30. Es imposible, de hecho.
The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costing his influence in the political community. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an...
El Vice City, empezando. No encuentra la contraseña. El sistema operativo que se ha montado.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake?
Sí.
The first image is...
¿Qué te parece?
I'm sorry. You need to take another one. What's next?
A ver, ¿cuál es la siguiente?
This is,
What?
nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set.
¿Te gusta?
I'll just make a backup of this one.
Ay, pajero.
The next image is...
¿Y esta qué?
More of these? Is that all you think about? Hey, what you like is your business. Just get those Metal Gear
Sí,
pictures.
pero la copia qué?
I'll just make a backup of this one.
Ahí va, ahí vamos. Grande, ahí. ¿Y qué va a utilizar? ¿La izquierda, no? ¿La mano izquierda o la derecha?
So, what's the last one gonna be? What is this? Snake, this isn't a game we're playing here.
Pero,
I'll just make a
otra
backup of
copia.
this one.
Otra copia. No veas.
We need four
No veas el pendrive
images,
lleno, hijo.
One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Get the prototype on camera.
No veas, hijo. Ya va. Pues tenemos un minuto.
In its final form, Ray will be unmanned,
Que va, no da tiempo.
driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little.
Logo de Marines.
Getting back to the topic at hand. The importance of next-generation technology such as C4
No da tiempo,
ISR and RMA in battle situation has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. With Ray's completion, the Marine Corps will lead the way for a new
Frontal.
age of military tactics. We will proceed out of New York Harbor and conduct top-secret field testing of Ray.
Es imposible,
Shadow Moses has turned public opinion against weapons development. This training needs to
Encima hay uno
stay
ahí.
overt. I'm on a roll here. Let's go on a little bit longer. We cannot risk jeopardizing the program on the eve of its completion.
Gracias, 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 gracias por esos minutos, gracias. Dame más, un poco más. Ah, ahí está. ¿Esta vale?
Trust me.
No.
It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original.
Vale, creo que la tenemos. Lo que pasa es que me considero un poco
This
humillación
exercise is but a first step towards that
que me haya tenido que dar tiempo.
The future of the country rests with you tonight.
Porque estoy casi convencido, yo hace mucho tiempo que no juego a esto, pero estoy casi convencido que nunca me ha dado tiempo. O sea, nunca me ha dado más tiempo, bueno, me quiero decir. Yo en el minuto, a falta de 3 minutos y pico, ya estaba aquí. Mientras que hemos llegado a falta de 2 minutos. Con 3 y pico estaba ya aquí. O sea, algo ha fallado, claro. O sea, la ruta de gatear es más segura, pero
Looks
mucho
like
más
I have your
lenta.
photos now. Let's take a look.
A ver.
Okay, first up. Okay, that's good. The
La
shot from
parte
the right
derecha.
is in the
Vale.
bag.
Pam.
Okay, what am I seeing now?
La parte de Marines. El logo. Vale. La frontal. Y la perspectiva de la izquierda, ¿no? No, esta no valía. Sí, vale. Y esta. Y creo que ya no juego más hasta el reino.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver
Revolver Ocelot.
Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. Ray is the key.
Grande.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Nule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kuña2k.
Increíble lo de
Are you
Ocelot.
still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one. Lukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Pero es que Ocelot tiene la ventaja de que está en tiempo real, mientras que los otros están en 0,2 de velocidad.
Sergey, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Escenario, vamos, de los pies a la cabeza. Los equipos se las sudan. Que si la madre Rusia. Eso da igual. La patria. No, que no entiendes por qué no disparan. Bueno, tiene Senkers, pero vaya. Si te masacramos todos, no te da tiempo a pulsar el botón, pero bueno. De todas formas lo pulsa ahora, vaya. No, la cámara de la liga. Por más que le disparéis no va a darle, es un personaje principal. Ocelot. ¡Hey, brother! ¿No? O algo así. Ahí está el brazo de las pajas. Uf, los recuerdos le entra cosillas, ¿no? Al emulador.
It's been a while, brother.
It's been a while, brother.
You know who I am.
Liquid.
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in
Hostia, se ha puesto tostado. Eso no pasaba, ¿no?
No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Se ha puesto negro. No, eso no pasaba, obviamente. Se nota incluso los bordes. Hostia. Ocelot. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Ocelot de Netflix? ¡Es negro! No, es Metal Gear Solid 2 de Netflix, tío. ¿Pero va a ser negro para siempre o solo en esta escena o cómo?
after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
La música. No vais a hacer nada. Es una puta película, ¿eh? No por la duración, tío, sino por la escena en sí, tío.
We have a problem.
Un problema. Y esa escena de motor del juego, ¿no? Realmente. La PlayStation 2 no reventaba aquí. Que no suena CGI, ¿no?
Proceeding as planned, sir. We discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Guardar, sí, aunque Snake ha muerto, ¿no? Se acaba el juego. Una new data, por favor. Bueno, pues tenemos a un Ocelot negro. Por la inclusión y tal. Los científicos han llevado a cabo miles de cálculos para crear la bomba atómica y determinar sus consecuencias. Los ordenadores y las bombas atómicas son productos de la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Productos que nacieron al mismo tiempo. Hombre, tío, estoy leyendo rápido encima.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Pero a mí no me queda clara una cosa. Esto realmente todo es mentira. Es que el Metal Gear Solid 2 tiene un final increíble. Todo esto está preparado, guionizado. O sea, ni tienen esa amenaza ni nada, ni tendrán los rehenes, es que no sé. Esto ya lo veréis, cuando lleguemos al final ya... Está todo scriptado, digamos, para formar a Raiden como soldado.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
De todas formas, está haciendo parecer que es Snake, pero no es Snake. Ya se nota en la voz, aunque lo intenta imitar. Esa melena rubia. Sí, es Snake.
Inside strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep.
Sí, bueno, esto... Si ocurre algo imprevisto me pondré en contacto contigo. Vale, ¿cómo puedo llegar en acceso a los fondos de esta zona? Solo para llegar al próximo nivel. Pedazo de guiño al Metal Gear Solid 1. De acuerdo. Tu uniforme de infiltración traje especial utiliza la más avanzada tecnología electrofíbrica, un derivado de la fibra óptica.
La textura
es similar a cuando el vídeo se te jodía. El VHS... Joder, me está dando mucho toque, ¿eh? ¿Qué está pasando? Que todos los emuladores en mi juego salen mal. Hermano, lo único que hay que hacer es descargar el videojoc, que lo corra el emulador. Bueno, pues nada, siempre pasa. No me acuerdo que juego también se jodió por esto, tío. Venga, toma. Vale, lo importante, por así decirlo, es que mientras no ocurra en gameplay, te lo compro. Hostia, qué asco. En fin, lo voy a guardar aquí, ¿no? Somos 51 minutos. Vale, ¿hay alguna pibita? Tengo el Metal Gear. No, aquí no había ya pibita, creo. Ya se pone serio. Cuando Hideo Kojima se pone serio. Hombre, que creéis que es un guarro y tal, pero hombre, no es un guarro, hombre. Es un hombre serio. No hace actos impuros. Bueno, en fin, voy a guardar. Voy a dejar aquí, por cierto. 59 minutos. Y ya comenzamos la parte del Big Shell. Esta sí que dura un poquito más, obviamente, que el barco. Pero tampoco, ¿no? Quiere decir, ahora viene intentar ir a los nodos, ¿no? Para desbloquear el mapa. Luego conoces a Stillman, ¿no? Para desactivar bombas y tal. No sé, creo que tampoco es demasiado. Lo que pasa es que antiguamente parecían más largos. Hombre, si pasan las escenas, el juego es cortísimo, eso está claro. Bueno, en fin, nos seguimos viendo por aquí por el canal con más vídeos, ¿vale? Un saludo y hasta la próxima. Chao.